Going to be about millennials and the cult of the anti-intellectual intellectual, which is what has happened. You see the cult of Richard Dawkins, and the cult of Neil deGrasse Tyson, and the cult of global warming, and the cult of Bill Nye the Science Guy, what have you. These are all figureheads for an easy out. The modern generation, the millennials, religiously take on what basically the clergy of science say, without looking at whether or not it's true. Now, why I'm saying this is someone last night explained to me that Vegan Gaines, Richard, was wrong because he's a homosexual. One, I don't think he is a homosexual, but even if 100% of vegans were flamboyant homosexuals, it would not disprove the science behind veganism. The interesting thing is, if anybody's familiar with Frank Tufano, or really any of the people that adhere to this carnivore diet, they seem to have extremely latent homosexual traits. Extremely latent homosexual traits in Frank Tufano's case. But this doesn't bother me. I actually like Frank. It's hard not to like Frank. The guy is funny. The guy, is funny, basically. But the thing is, a snarky comment does not take the place of rational, logical, scientific evidence. And that's why they lose. And that's why when you see the carnivores debating, if they actually choose to, they take the Donald Trump method, which is to interrupt and not let the other person speak. And then if the person does show something that's true, belittle it. Not on the facts, belittle them or belittle the evidence and make it seem as though, for example, what Frank did is, because Frank doesn't understand English, he reversed the meaning of the word inverse relationship, because he doesn't understand English. And if anything, this is this shows the travesty of the U.S. educational system. When you have somebody like Frank that appears to be intelligent, he appears to have an average IQ, I'd say probably even a relatively high IQ, but he does not appear to be smart because he lacks the education, and he also seems to lack the ability to, take things from memory and integrate them into a conversation. And people might go, if anybody wants to debate me on this, I don't debate people. Because the fact of the matter is, you're not going to win a debate. As Vegan Gaines proved, you cannot win a debate when people religiously believe in something. It's like arguing with a religious person. You're not going, for example, I'm a firm believer in evolution. I can explain to a creationist that the reason chimpanzees exist and the reason humans exist is because we have a common ancestor with chimpanzees and bonobos. We did not transform from our ancestors did not transform from chimpanzees into humans. But you can't explain that to somebody with a religious belief, and that's what the carnivore diet is. It's a religious attitude. You can't convince them that they're wrong, no matter how much evidence you throw at them, because the evidence to them, and that's the thing, is because the evidence is skewed in our direction. What do they say? They say it's a conspiracy. Every study is a conspiracy. But the fact of the matter is, with plant-based diets, for example, somebody on Facebook tried telling me that eggs go back and forth with whether they're good or bad for you. No, they don't. What the media reports goes back and forth. In the scientific community, no. We have known that a consumption of cholesterol is bad for you since the 30s. And the same goes with plant-based diets. And the thing is, the science only gets stronger. That's why when people go, well, you follow the 8 Laws of Health by Ellen G. White, and that is religious. Yes, but the science gets stronger to prove every one of the 8 Laws of Health. Therefore, as the science gets stronger, the evidence gets stronger, we know that that's true. That's how we know what's true. The problem is with the carnivore dieters, and I'm going to talk about how they're latently homosexual. If you notice, a lot of the people drawn to this carnivore diet, if they're not women that are ex-vegans that are frickin' nuts, that believe in a flat earth and things like that, they're guys that are frickin' nuts and believe in a flat earth or something like that. But it's also about, look how masculine I am. Look how powerful I am. Look how manly I am. I eat meat. I eat lots of meat. I take meat in my orifices. And to me, I've never understood how it's masculine to take so much meat into your orifices. It doesn't seem masculine to me to be taking so much meat. But that's just me. It could just be because I'm a vegan and I'm, you know, I'm skewed. I'm not objective. But the fact of the matter is, I'm going to put the debate between Richard and Frank, and you can see who won. Because the fact of the matter is, the absurdity is, it's the same thing with the global warming people. Global warming isn't happening. And that's the thing is, I'm going to leave a link to that. But the thing is, it's this cult of religion. Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson said it's happening. This dude said it's happening. That dude said it's happening. That's religion. That's not science. Okay.